Okay. This one started as my hobby. I really like sketching things. I love drawing. I love painting. I love all sorts of art, sculpting, drawing. Then it became my major. I'm gonna major in art in the college, and this is just the sketches, not the complete painting. This is a sketch that I just drew it on the corner of the paper, in the backside of the test paper. But it's really fun to watch. Okay, we begin with let's see. Do you take it? Okay, this is Gandalf the White. I drew it in 2003. That's 3 years ago. At night, it took about 10 minutes. Just not my favorite. It's
still pretty good.
Yeah, it's still good. And this one also is a portrait of the Lord of the Rings character called Lurtz, the Uruk-hai warrior. It's about, yeah, I drew it in 2003 too, 3 years ago. This character is Saruman the White. Keep going on with the portraits. I really like doing portraits in these times, in 2003. I kept drawing faces of the man. This is Christopher Lee, my favorite actor, as a character Francisco Scaramanga in the 007 movies. And this is also Christopher Lee as Dracula in 1954-58 film, The Horror of Dracula. And these are the 3 portraits of Dracula. I never saw the real photographs. I just drew this from my head. This is not exactly the same guy, but this is Bela Lugosi, this is Christopher Lee and Gary Oldman. All 3 Draculas in 1931, 1958, and 1997. This one is the mouth of Sauron. He is actually depicted in the movie, but in the movie, the only shot was, the facial. He only had the facial shot. So I wanted to design my own costume about him. So you can see there's a simple layout of his costume. About his symbols, and I used this to draw this, and I had to design some armor of the horse. It's a monster horse, and the armor is like a skull of a horse, and those symbols. And okay, this was okay. Let's go on. Disgusting, but I saw the movie Hellraiser, and I was inspired by those characters. And this is a guy, 2 in 1. There's an alien, Count Dooku, the character of Star Wars in his Jedi robe. Oh yeah, we have Darth Vader.
You have quite the talent, Charles. That's amazing.
Darth Vader. And okay, this one's from 2004. In winter 2004. This is many people think that this is the King Theoden and Grima Wormtongue in the 2 Towers, the Lord of the Rings, but it's not. It's from this book called Silmarillion.
That's also Tolkien.
Yeah, also Tolkien stuff. And this is a Númenórean figures. This is a King Ar-Parazon, and this is Sauron. Sauron actually, Sauron was captured by this Númenórean king, but Sauron used this talent of his eloquence in speaking to tempt King Ar-Parazon to make a war against the gods, and that's why the whole Númenórean city fell into ruin. The reason I draw it is that I wanted to describe all those details, all those symbols, and the Númenor is an island. The Númenor is located in an island, so I wanted to depict some symbol that can describe a sea, the ocean. You see there's a symbol of a seagull here, and there's an eagle, which represents the mighty power of the king. And there are necklaces, the rings, the leopard skin. It was pretty fun to draw. My own character named the Butcher. You see all this skin peeled off, and there are severed heads, the brains, those intestines, his intestines falling out, all those knives of horrible stuff. There is a blood, and there are rats. And my teacher was kind of shocked by this. I hated people. I think people are. You see the message? Terrible. We do the same to little insects every day. We kill insects. We think their life is worthless. But what if somebody's doing the same thing to us, like this? And here comes my Star Wars.
Oh my goodness.
Here comes my Star Wars.
You drew these?
Yeah, it took about 2 days, 2 or 3 days. It's called Master versus Apprentice. This Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. They're fighting. And this one,
That's phenomenal.
yeah, that it follows the same series, Master versus Apprentice. And this time, old Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Darth Vader, which is Anakin Skywalker. These ones are actually my favorite. And as I said, I learned Plato in Hagwon. And in his book, Republic, there is a character named Thrasymachus, a sophist of Athens, and he always rebelled against the Socrates and Plato. And I just wanted to draw his face, kind of look rebellious and look very stubborn. There's a Greek guy, old man. Okay, this is Alfred Hitchcock.
That's one I like.
Alfred Hitchcock.
He's one of my favorites.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is Hitchcock. And this is a headless horseman, but it's not completed.
Yeah, there's no head.
Yeah, there's no head. This one, I drew this for my Hagwon textbook. They were making a textbook for Plato's Republic, and they asked us to draw the illustration of Plato's cave, Plato's allegory of the cave. According to Plato, we all are living in the cave, like these people, like bound. We can only see the forward, we cannot see the back, and what we see is the shadow of these artifacts, and with these guys, playing with those artifacts, and we believe this is the truth, though it's not. And there is a guy who perceives that this is not the truth, and who thinks that there is a real truth out there, and who is trying to seek out the sunlight, not the artificial light made by someone else. And he is the philosopher, and he is the one that must lead these people out of the cave. Okay, this one was tough to draw because, Plato described the cave in a very profound way, so it took a very long time to understand the allegory so that I could draw this picture, and they like it, and they.
I like the Star Wars.
The ring stud. It is a shadow of Darth Vader, and they liked it. And it's now in the book named The History of Philosophy. It's not in the regular bookstores, but they use it as a textbook in Cheongdam, Hagwon. And this is just a wolf, the call of the wild wolf. It took about 30 minutes, very short time. I just drew it with very simple sketches, and
Color to that one.
yeah, it looks I don't like it. And this is the old one. I made this. This is a Christmas card. I made it in 3 years ago when I was in middle school. You see, this is Santa Claus. There's a Gandalf sitting on the sleigh. Merry Christmas to all three folks. And you open it. There are elven letters, so you can write some messages down here. This is, the ring spell. This is Gandalf, and there are also dark version, Saruman version. Merry Christmas to all foul beings. And instead of having nice gifts, he has severed heads, monsters, snakes, and his sleigh looks like a monster. They are presents for orcs and goblins. Okay, this is a caricature of Ian McKellen as the Richard III film. Okay, there are simple lines, Richard's line: "I am determined to prove a villain and to hate the idle pleasures of these days. Plots have I laid." Well, this is a 1997 or 2 film adaptation of Richard, and in that film, Richard is no longer a Shakespeare, Elizabethan era character. The movie takes place in 1930s England, and actually this is Richard holding a gun, not a sword. And this is a caricature of Gandalf the Grey, but it's not. I don't think it's a caricature. It's just there's no great exaggeration of his face. This failed one. Okay, this is the over. It's over. Woo!